All right, hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I am being awkward and I don't remember how to start this, so uh hello. Quick flow. How are
You're
you?
the one driving the.
I know. That doesn't give you much confidence, but here we are.
We got all the technical difficulties out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, very tired.
Yeah.
Oh,
Busy day.
dogs barking all night is not a good. Oh no, we had dogs barking all night last night. Not
Mm.
ideal for sleep.
Yeah.
Not our dogs because we don't have dogs. They're neighbors' dogs. Good fun
Yeah.
though.
Of course. And that's like the worst kind because then they're more annoying.
Especially at like
Yeah.
3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
enjoying the
but
weekend.
yeah, that's great. I'm glad. Would you like the first question?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Why did you accept the invite?
I know you were a really chill person, and you helped me with a lot of the text to speech stuff
Mm-hmm.
when we were sorting that kind of stuff out. So I was just like, why not just see what it all is, and just
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
just just yeah, just find out.
Yep. Screw around and find out.
Yeah, literally. Oh,
Oh
there's this. Yep.
gosh.
Okay.
Yep. That's
Hello. There
happening.
we go. That might happen.
That's okay. It
Full body tracking is not foolproof.
no. Oh, that's
Oh
great. I
lord.
love it. Um, the next question is, what do you do?
What do I do? Honestly, probably I do too much. I do sport. I work a 9 to 5 as a photographer. I stream. I make content. I, play. Constantly trying to play. And improve with like video games that I enjoy, like Counter Strike, Rocket League. I play in like Rocket League tournaments. You know, and I've got like little side hustles with some of the games that I do with their like in-game items to like make profit and all that kind of stuff. So I have a lot that
Yeah.
I have on a weekly basis. Like I have very little time like to spare sometimes, and
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel like I overcommit myself, but it's like I enjoy doing all these things, so I don't want to. I never want to sacrifice things.
Yeah. I feel that. I've definitely encountered that
It's
myself.
it is. It's hard to cut something out. It's like, but I enjoy this. I don't wish to cut it out, but you have too
Yeah.
many things on your plate. You can't just keep stacking them up.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I encounter that, I get annoyed that I have to sleep. Like, if I could just not
Yeah.
sleep, like, I could, like, do some of the stuff I actually want to do. But no, I
Exactly.
gotta make sure I function. You
Mm.
mentioned you play sports. What kind of sport?
I do bowling, 10-pin bowling.
Nice. What's your highest score?
I think at least 15 300s. Two of them being
Nice.
officially registered ones.
Congratulations.
So,
That's a lot of
yeah,
skill.
I've been doing it for like 15 years. I've represented in several different sporting teams at different stages of competition. So, yeah,
Why do you do what you
did
do?
it come through? Oh God. Well, yeah, pretty much. I enjoy it. I throw myself into things that I enjoy. Obviously, things like work. When I started, I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. At the moment, it's not that fun. I'm gonna admit
Mm-hmm.
it's not that great at the moment, and I'm almost at the stage of resenting it.
Hmm.
But obviously, you need to work to survive and pay the bills and all that kind of stuff. So, but
Yeah.
all the other stuff is, I just do them because I enjoy them, and I enjoy, and I'm one of those people that are like, I could wake up one day and be like, find something like a new interest, like for example, like, uh, me and my partner, we like play, we're playing 7 Days to Die, like exclusively. That's all we were playing. And then as soon
Mm-hmm.
as Baldur's Gate came out, we flipped over to that, and it's all we've touched for like the last 3 weeks or how 2 weeks or how long it's been out. Like that's what I am. Like when I find something I like, I throw myself into it like head first.
Yeah.
I can also drop it as soon as I don't find it satisfying anymore and jump to something else. Like so,
Interesting.
if it's with the learning how to do the Counter-Strike skin stuff, I feel it makes me feel really smart on it. Like I feel like I'm actually, I know it's just silly skins, but the fact that I've got to like make spreadsheets, watch markets, I feel quite. It makes me feel really smart.
Yeah.
When I know that, I'm not that smart. I can't spell to save my life. And then I like playing the games, like just in general, because I always like to self-improve. I always like seeing what new stuff I can learn, and getting better at it. Climbing ranks and all that kind of stuff. And I find a lot of
Mm-hmm.
enjoyment in like achieving those accomplishments. And then
Yeah.
yeah, and it's just yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why do you stream?
Why do I? It's funny. This question's come up a fair few times.
I'm sure it's a
Uh,
pretty easy one.
norm. Yeah. Normally, uh, what I've told many people in chat that have come back and we've had our sit downs and talks like this. I wanted to stream. Excuse me. I wanted to stream to make a safe space for a community. It was never about recognition, or never about money, or never about the views or likes. Like those things are all nice. Don't get me wrong. Like my community was so supportive that I was able to upgrade my PC to what I is today, and that's insane what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but at the end of the day, all I ever wanted was to make a safe space for people to be able to feel at home, feel welcome, judge free, and just be able to hang out and enjoy their time with like-minded people. And
Yeah.
with the VR chat streams I do, we normally do our own thing at the start, and then eventually I open it up, and people can join. We play games or just chill and chat and learn about people. And I've seen some people grow, and like they would just not talk. They would just completely mute. They would not say a word. And some people now like actually slowly opening up and actually talking in public settings, which is hard for them. And it's kind of like really heartwarming to see that growth and change. Like
Yeah.
I've literally had messages in the past. One that stuck with me a lot. He was a fairly regular viewer back before I was QuickFlow. And he DM'd me randomly one day after a stream and said, "Hey, your streams really help me, put a smile on my face. My dad is in and out of prison non-stop, and your streams really make it easier to forget about all the crap in life." And I was like, how do I react to this? This is too
Yeah.
wholesome.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing that, if I can make someone smile with, the dumb antics I do, or someone, feel like they are able to open up about things, that's all I really want. I just want, there's too many, there's too much crap on the internet and in life to deal with, and, if I can be a distraction, or, a
Yeah.
way people can forget about all that kind of stuff, that's all I really care about, because life is not easy. It's not, most of the time it's not fair, but we have to do what we need to do to survive. So,
Yeah.
if I can
Yeah.
make that a little bit easier and more tolerable, then that's all I really want.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you. Okay. Do you want the next question?
Yeah.
The next question is, do you make things?
Well, I guess I make content, so,
That counts.
I make that. That counts. Try. Well, actually, one of the best thing would be the photography I do in VR.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do quite a lot of photography in VR, and even you inviting us to this world, I'm instantly just like, you know, you got symmetry in this shot. I want to stand right here and take a photo. There's also the waterfall, the moon. There's
Yeah.
like several different shots I've already want to take and when I got here. Yeah, so the one of the probably thing I produce the most of is VR photography, and you know, I post them. I try and post one photo a day. Besides the
Hmm.
weekends, I don't worry about the weekends. And then you know, I try and post a clip a week. Recently, I've been really burnt out with work, so I really haven't been motivated to really edit anything. Plus, my editing software before this was very, very slow, so it was very painful. But now, hopefully, I can get back into that. But
Yeah.
yeah, so you know, edit clips, you know, take photos in VR. Outside of that, I really haven't made much recently. But I used to paint D&D minis quite a lot.
Oh,
You know,
fun.
like one little dwarven guy would take me like 8 hours to paint.
Oh, that's a lot of detail.
And I've painted. Oh yeah, yeah. They're really, really satisfying when they're done though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I painted a few of those, and then I painted some like more bigger things. Like I painted a full-on trebuchet, which was like
Oh.
this big, and it took me like so long. It was very basic to paint, but the sheer size of it
Hmm.
used up so much paint. Used
Yeah.
so much goddamn paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I've painted a few of them. But besides that, I really haven't really made much besides just online content, really.
Yeah. All right. Cool. The next question is, why do you really make things?
Well, the content, like the videos and all that, I make that one because you know I get to make people laugh and all that kind of stuff. So you know,
Hmm.
the touch base on the stuff we were talking about before. I just want to make people laugh and smile, and also it's a way to like save memories of the like stuff that I've kind of accomplished and achieved, and you know how far I've come from with making the channel in the first place.
Yeah.
The photo stuff is I just like them. Like it's a really good excuse to to practice my skills like IRL in
Yeah.
VR because
Hmm.
framing, rule of thirds, editing them in post, like they're all pretty fundamentally the same except I'm not going to be able to take, a photo of, Legend of Zelda waterfalls and temples in real life. So I got to do it
Yeah.
here.
Hmm.
Um and with the D&D stuff, I just really, it was new skills. It was very relaxing. I actually found it very soothing and yeah, relaxing and just calming to just sit there and paint away.
Who is someone you like?
It would be yeah, the partner Keenan.
Hmm.
I like him a lot. He's really
Yeah.
awesome. I stumbled across them a long time ago. Well, I say a long time ago, but it's like maybe been a year.
Ah,
And
yeah.
I stumbled across their stream. They're a comfy cozy streamer with a dash of chaos. That's what they always say. You know, very neon theme. I thought it was really, really cool. They were just very like they were someone I was able to just settle into in their streaming community and just felt welcomed, and they were just super chill. They didn't play anything like they were playing things at the time. They were playing stuff like Power Wash Simulator and all that kind of stuff. And
Hmm.
but then like just the silly shenanigans he would get up to just made me laugh, and I'm just like, this is really really nice. And funny enough, like I wanted to like I'm like I want to know this person more, but
Yeah.
I don't really know how to. And then one day I saw them playing Minecraft, and I'm like, oh, they have a server, but it's for subs only, and I'm like, I'm just gonna
Hmm.
sub to this so I can play on the Minecraft server. So I played a fair bit on the Minecraft server, just getting to like kind of ingrain myself into the community slowly because I felt like I kind of had a really feeling like these feel like my people. Like it just felt
Yeah.
really at home.
What do you like about yourself?
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Why not? Come on.
I don't know. I guess like maybe how genuine I am.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a double-edged sword though. Sometimes
for
I come off
sure.
too genuine and like I believe people at face value too much, and it gets me into some like bad situations.
Hmm.
Um, like I always want to try and make people happy and all that kind of stuff, and that led me down a bad road of like being a people pleaser. And
Yeah.
before I knew it, I lost control of a lot of things, which were really hard to get back into control of. I do have control of them again now. I have a lot more backbone for like, people that, come into chat and they think, they can just throw a few bits at me and I'm theirs now. I'm like, no, that's not
Yeah.
how like shit works at all.
Yeah. That's not how
But
relationships work.
no, no, Twitch is not a dating app, which some people do think it is.
Some people treat it like it is, so I mean.
I know it's not. It's yeah. It's such a like. But I guess like yeah, just how genuine. Because like whenever I'm having like chats like this, I am not hiding anything. It's all truthfully honest. It's just raw. It's everything.
Yeah.
It's just raw. Is the
Hmm.
best way to put it. And you know. I guess yeah. If that's one thing I do like about myself, it's that. It's how genuine I am.
How do you react in uncomfortable situations?
Oh, that's a good one. Uncomfortable situations. Like, it depends. If it's like, I am like extremely socially awkward, and like,
Hmm.
even Keaton points out quite a lot. I get deer in the headlight syndrome like all the time. Like,
Yeah.
even at something as simple as like ordering something at a restaurant, like, and they'll be like, "And what do you want?" And I'll be like, fuck, I don't know what I want. Like, even though I've been staring at the menu for like the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, it does depend on the situation. If it's like if it's confrontation, I'm very quiet and very like shut in and don't speak and
Hmm.
very much like okay, it's kind of like how can I get out of this situation as quickly as possible because I feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so like I actively avoid conflict as much as I can. And it stresses me out when I'm like shoved in when I'm shoved in conflict or like tense situations. I like get extremely anxious and
Yeah.
yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
The next question is, who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah.
Okay, well here's my driver's license. What do you mean by who am I? Like,
Who are you to you?
hmm, to me, I am a chaotic gremlin who sometimes has way too much energy and is too, you know, just goofy and silly and, I don't think through sometimes I, jump before, I leap before I think. I
Yeah.
try to speak before I think sometimes as well, but when it comes down to serious moments where you need to have, be very mature, I can, again, Keen has said, I may be, silly and goofy and whatnot, and again, a little gremlin, but I am very, and can be very emotionally mature when needed.
Hmm.
We need to sit down and have a proper, like, big discussion. I'm able to be like, okay, let's sort this out. Let's talk about it. And,
Yeah.
but yeah, but in essence, I'm just a silly little Australian that, tries to make people laugh and just wants to be happy. That's pretty much all it
Nice.
is.
I like that. Thank you.
Mm.
I wanted to ask why a chaotic gremlin?
Why? I don't know. It's what I am. I'm just always been, always, I'm very curious, always want to learn new things or, even if it's something like, it's like, oh, why is this door shut? I'm like, what's in here? And I just want to be
Mm.
like, oh, okay, cool,
You, you like
which obviously leads
exploring.
you sometimes into some. I am, I do. Well, that's why, my whole VTuber thing was,
Yeah.
being a Fox Explorer. So it was like, because I'm a
Yeah.
very curious person, I and like enjoy like a variety of things. It's like one minute I can be watching silly, cat videos. The next minute I could be learning about the heat death of the universe.
I see.
It's just I
Yeah.
find it interesting. You
Yeah.
know, it's you have silly videos on one end, and then on the other end you've got literal like people doing physics and literal rocket science, and I'm just like, I don't understand this, but this is interesting and cool.
Yeah, I'm into this. What is something that scares you?
Spiders, they do.
Spiders?
Yeah. Imagine the Australian being scared of fucking spiders.
Well, I mean, you've got some
No,
scary
they're little.
spiders over there.
Yeah, we have some pretty damn nasty ones.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like, but like for a more like not just I'm scared of a spider or I'm scared of the duck.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's a bit more hard hitting would be like, uh, I know. I think the my biggest thing I'm scared of is people not believing me when I'm telling the truth.
Yeah,
Probably
I
more of
feel
a
that.
fear than being scared, because there have been a lot of times in life where I am genuinely telling people the truth, like without a shadow of a doubt, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
hook me up to a lie detector, I'm telling the truth, and
Yeah.
they just don't believe me, and they end in bad results, and I'm just like, well, I was telling you the truth from the get-go, like, you know,
Yeah.
it's just like,
That's
and I
yeah.
hate that so much, because it's just like, again, when being matched with having such a genuine personality, when I do tell the truth and people don't believe me, it's kind of like, well, it's not like I'm just
Yeah.
suddenly lying. It's I'm being genuine, so like why are you not believing me?
The next question is, what is the hardest thing you've ever had to overcome?
Um, Probably the X, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Learning that I shouldn't be content and shouldn't be you know, freaking keep thinking they're flies and I'm like shooing them away. Um yeah, like learning that I I stick by one of the things my dad said a long time ago. He said, no matter what happens in life, no matter who you come across and whatnot, the only person you need to make happy in this world is yourself.
Those are some good
And I hold
words.
that quite close to my heart.
Yeah.
It is. So eventually I did take on that. I did take on that advice and was like, I need to get out of this situation. This is killing me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it was just so demoralizing for so long, just constantly being beaten down. And it was just like, I need to get out of here. You know, I'm not happy here and I won't be happy here. It's just, it was hard because we were living at this, we were living together. So you can't just up and go.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I eventually found the opportunity. Uh, and I was able to get all my stuff out and get out of there and, yeah, get
Yeah.
out and finally,
Mm-hmm.
find someone that does make me happy and doesn't
Yeah.
make me feel like shit every day.
That's wonderful. I'm glad you were able to do that.
Yeah.
All right. What excites you the most?
Hmm. There's a few things. Like, one, when I get, good morning message from
Yeah.
them, it's
Yeah.
really nice. It's always like, nice, hi, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
Um, getting, I think when, even like just dumb things like when, me and Kin are playing Baldur's Gate
Yeah.
3, like, so working out like solutions to problems in like the dumbest way, I find so hilarious. Like a silly example was like we're up to one of our first boss fights, and we're just like, oh
Mm-hmm.
god, this is not going well. And I found out. Hello, my lord.
And you guys were
That's right,
encountering
Baldur's. Yeah,
a
yeah, right, right.
boss, and you were
So
gonna tell
yeah,
me how you solved
basically,
it.
yeah, and it was like big boss, scary. We also had to save one of the NPCs because their cage was on fire, who they had
Mm-hmm.
prisoned. So we had to one manage that, also manage this boss, which had a bunch of ridiculously overpowered spells that basically immobilized everyone. So we're just like, how do we sort this out? Because we're getting absolutely destroyed here. And little old me remembered that there are some arrows I had that,
Mm.
when hit near a target, project like force like put force on them and they get thrown.
Yeah.
The boss just seemingly was standing next to a massive cliff,
Oh.
and I shot the arrow, and it just launched the boss off the cliff, and that was it. Fight done.
Oh,
We're just
that's
like,
awesome.
and I'm just like, there's no way this should work. This boss is massive, and then just off we go, just into a crit, and I'm like, Okay, that's we, and I just laughed. I couldn't help but laugh. And funny enough, later down the line, Keenan has now adopted that same strategy.
Uh-huh.
So you'd be like, hold on, I've got an idea, and I just sit there and I was like, yes, I have created this stupidity, and it is being abused at every corner now, and very much enjoy this.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. Why did you agree to the game we were playing?
Like to VR chat.
Yeah. Basically, what I'm asking is, what is your connection to this game?
Well, that's a much better question. I like that a lot. My connection to VR chat is quite funny because I originally got VR chat for the whole memes because I'm a massive,
Mm-hmm.
I love memes. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm a walking, I'm a living, breathing shit post. I say to some people, um, like, uh, and back when VR chat was still very new, there was the Ugandan Knuckles
Yep.
craze, and I was still
Yep.
on my PC, and I was running around, doing the clicks and do you not away and all that kind of stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
then I really didn't touch it for a long time. I picked it a bit back up, tried to join a few public worlds as like a anime character, and I was like, eh, it was really the social anxiety hit quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really close to my PC. I'm gonna step away from that so I don't punch my monitor again. Um, and then I remember then there was a few instances where I came on for a little bit and tried, but nothing really worked.
Yeah.
And then I came back again. Again, just coming out of that bad relationship, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I haven't been able to play VR in so long because I wasn't able to set it up where I was currently living. But now being
Mm-hmm.
back home, I had my space again, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't played VR chat in so long, and I'm like, now that I get to be exactly what I want to be and don't have to hide it, fuck it, I'm gonna go do it. And also because I knew there was a lot of furry people in VR chat,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so I booted up VR chat at like 11 o'clock at night, like, and being like, I'll just play for like an hour before I go to bed, just to, get the vibe again.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up joining the furry hangout world.
Mm-hmm.
I was still very awkward and very shy and just kind of stood there like, uh-huh. But some people approached me and we started chatting and we had a really good time. Just playing some games and just chatting and vibing. And I didn't end up going to bed till like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
But it was like, I felt really comfortable. And, this is obviously not the model I started with. This is obviously custom, but,
Mm-hmm.
it led from being able to, try on these things and feel comfortable in my own skin. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like VR chat and, Quick is an extension of myself and is a lot more confident version of myself. Like, I've had nights where haven't even known many of the people that had joined from stream, like a lot of the first time meeting them, and I ran a bar and it was like, you
Mm-hmm.
can make drinks for them and all that kind of stuff. It's based off an already existing game, but just to be
Yeah.
made more into a social setting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to hold conversations with several new people while being the center of attention because I was the bartender
Mm-hmm.
and not really have an issue doing it at all, which normal me would not be able to do.
You've mentioned a lot about being a furry and whatnot. I feel like I want to ask something about that. Um, I guess like what's your journey with that if you want? I don't really know
Yeah,
exactly how to ask what I want to ask.
are you asking like why I became one, basically, or?
I guess, but like in the least insensitive way, because I'm one too.
Why did you do this? What do you?
What drew
No,
you to this? How did you start doing this?
uh, I think it was probably like a lot of people. I feel like, for me, it wasn't Disney.
Yeah.
It was what's the other one? Who's the people that animated Kung Fu Panda?
Pixar,
Um,
DreamWorks.
pick, well, yeah,
I
whatever
think
those
I
things.
think it
Yeah.
was
Like,
DreamWorks.
even as far back as the animated Robin Hood, where Robin Hood was the fox, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
the really really old one, like on
Yeah.
VHS tape. Like,
Mhm.
I really liked that. I really really liked the characters, and I was like, this is really cool. Nothing really proceeded, obviously, after that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda came out, and I'm just like, a lot of the characters, I'm like, these seem really cool. And then, like, I think the most, like, humanoid character in that was probably, like, Tigress. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Tigress looks really cool. Like, and really, like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then
She's got some
eventually,
good
I
shapes.
found out what. Yeah, exactly. And, yeah, and then eventually, like, I stumbled across what the furry fandom was, and I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of like really cool, and I'm like, huh. But again, because of someone found out that I was one later on down in life, and was like, really, I've got tests I'm worrying about now. I've got to deal that you're a furry, and like, what
Oh.
the fuck? And I was like, really, again, like, just want to be me.
Yeah.
So I was told that was wrong, and I did not do anything with the community besides, like, trying to consume content from the community, like, in secret,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
because I wasn't able to do it publicly.
Yeah.
I'm still not, out in any shape or form besides friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of like, how do you go to your parents and be like, I'm a furry? Like, they're not gonna understand it.
And then explain what that means.
It's
Yeah.
like, no. um,
Yeah.
but then again, it's like I would need to explain it to you guys, because if you just Googled it, you're gonna find the wrong shit.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Because there's a lot of
Yeah.
misinformation out there.
That's one thing that I mention a lot
And
when people ask me about my furriness is like, it
mm,
depends really on what slice of the pie you look at. Because furry
exactly,
umbrellas so much, so many different things of what it
it
could
does.
mean. So I guess for you,
Exactly.
how do you express it? Like, what does being a furry mean for
I
you?
basically being not, like, I wouldn't say the perfect image of myself, but being, the more ideal version of myself. Someone that
Mm-hmm.
is a lot more confident, doesn't worry as much about everything, isn't so, anxious in, social settings and stuff like that, and is just comfortable in their own skin, because I'm not, I'm not like a massive dude or anything by any means, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% happy with my body, and it's not even just weight, it's like, blemishes on your
Proportions and
face or all that kind
yeah.
of stuff. Proportion, like, it's not even that. Like, it's not even that. It's just, you know, it's like, why do I look like this? Like, but
Well,
yeah, he, Kin, he.
yep.
Oh, hello. That is a good looking tree. You seeing this tree? This is good looking tree.
Oh
My
gosh.
God, can we come back? Hi. Okay, we're back here. Hello. Jesus. But nah, yeah. For me, the fandom is obviously, you know, the more ideal person I wanted to be, and yeah.
What is something you are proud of?
Hmm. I feel like I'm really proud of um I'm honestly really proud of Keenan again.
Yeah.
He's made a lot of big steps and big changes to, improve himself, and he always works so hard for the stuff, like the content he makes. He's always like
Mm-hmm.
trying to learn and improve in every aspect of his life, and yeah, I feel like he gets underappreciated for a lot of the stuff he does, if it's in his content creation or when it comes to his work life.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I am just so proud of everything that he achieves, and just everything he works for. It's, yeah, it's hard not to
Yeah.
be proud of him, and get excited when he does well, or when he makes something new, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks so cool. Like, there are some photos he's taken. Like, this is a guy who only picked up the whole photography thing because I would run off in VR chat when we would be hanging out and go take photos, and he's like, where is he going?
What is he
Now he
doing?
takes photos.
Yeah.
He's been taking photos for about 7 months, and some of the photos he's been doing now, I'm just like, you're like kicking my ass with these now. Like, oh my God, like, there was one night I was just like, these are so good, and I couldn't stop staring at them. And it's like, these are actually amazing, and he's just like, yeah. And I was like,
No.
those kind of things just make me so proud of him, and it's just like,
No.
yeah.
I'm glad you have someone you're proud of. That's wonderful.
Mm, mm.
Thank you for sharing. Next question is, how do you take
Hmm.
care of yourself?
Um, I don't know, just try and be happy as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I developed things like trying to find humor in the smallest of things to kind of always keep me laughing and smiling because back in high school, bullied quite a lot,
Oh,
like
I'm sorry.
24/7 kind of lot.
Yeah.
So I tried to, try to find and surround myself in stuff that made me happy and laugh and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know, looking after myself. It's just, just making sure my needs are met. I get enough
Yeah.
sleep. Make sure I've eaten and drunk, even though I push myself too hard sometimes and burn the candle at both ends sometimes. But
Mm-hmm.
when I know I've been pushing myself too hard, it's like I know I need to reel it back in, get some more
Mm-hmm.
sleep, make sure I eat my meals properly, and yeah, not
Yeah.
float off into the fucking ether of void. Stop it! Come back.
When are you the happiest?
I say when I am the happiest is when I'm hanging around with Keenan,
Mm-hmm.
when we're either running around in VR, if we're running around playing games, or sitting down and chatting, or we're, playing Baldur's Gate, or just when I'm around them, I'm the happiest because we have fun. We don't care about anything else except just enjoying each other's company. And yeah, it's when I'm
That's
always the
nice.
happiest, really, because it's just wholesome. It's just
Yeah.
again, I don't need much to be happy, but they provide.
My last question is, who would you want me to see interviewing next?
It's really mean. He's the gremlin coming out being just like, interview Keenan. I want to see what he says.
I mean, I could.
I literally would be just like, all right, I'm done. Where is he? Here, you go. Your turn. He's
Your
gonna be like,
turn.
what?
uh,
That'd actually be really funny. If it'd be really funny.
you probably would have to help me convince him, but
He probably would be fine. Like he does things. He does. He helps things all the time. I'm pretty sure he's streaming tonight with one of his friends to help them with the game. But he's also very, very tired, so don't know.
yeah.
But
Hmm.
I could stitch him up. I
It's
kind
up
of do want to stitch him.
if that's something that you
Oh, it'd be
want.
hilarious.
Uh,
I
I
kind
mean,
of do. I know it. I know it's. See what I mean? This is the gremlin that's just like be just like, hi, that thing I did. Yeah, you're doing it now, and they'll be like, what? And I'll be like, well, bye.
see ya. I'm not here for this. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
say stitch him up and do it,
all right.
and then if he says no, which I doubt, I have a backup in case.
Okay. Well, hook me up with details and whatnot, and we'll work it out.
Hmm.
That is the last of my questions.
Yep.
To the invisible audience here that has listened, if you
Hmm.
liked what we talked about and the conversations we had, you probably would like Quick Flow. So where can people find
Yay.
you?
The main ones are obviously would definitely be YouTube and Twitch. They're the biggest things I post on.
Well, thank you again for being here, and thank you for doing this with me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Just thank you, and
Yep.
take care.
Mhm.
See you around.
Yep.
Good
Well, they'll
night.
you'll too. Night.
Night.